All right, guys. So, as you may have learned, I love this truck. It's great for everything. I can tow with it. I can carry my tools. I can commute with it. It's great. What it sucks at is carrying long things. I have a short bed, and I can't, like, if I'm carrying something like a 12-foot piece of trim, it just doesn't stick in there, and it sticks out the back and it flops around and it's terrible. So I'm going to install some roof racks today, and the roof racks will just let me carry some longer stuff just along the roof. So I have the stock Tacoma roof racks from the dealer, and I'm going to put them on. All right, let's do it. Okay, so I'm on the top of the truck right now, and yes, it's kind of just a little bit raining. It's just a little bit raining. So everything's wet. Perfect. And I know you're supposed to use like a plastic screwdriver on this. I'm just using a regular screwdriver, and I'm being gentle. And this just pops right up. This is the weather stripping on the top. And I don't think there's anything holding this one in. This just came right out. That's very easy. Okay, let's get this off. Oh, there we go. It's totally off. Boy, that took nothing. Wow. What a sense of accomplishment. Okay, I'm gonna go into this channel and I'm gonna clean off all these, clean all this stuff out. And you can kind of dimple out these little holes here. There's 5 of these holes. In each side. And that's what we're going to mount the roof rack to. So there's 2 here, there's 1 there, and there's another 2 at the back of the truck. So I'll clean this out and then puncture out those holes. Now, fortunately, it's wet, so all my rags are, or some of my rags are wet, and this is one of my wife's old t-shirts, so anyway. Reduce, reuse, recycle, right? So I actually don't have to spray much cleaner on this because everything's wet already. Okay, so here is the roof rack I got. It's a Toyota roof rack, like it's a dealer supplied one, but it's used. I got it on Facebook Marketplace for, I think $150. So it's a lot cheaper than the dealer one. I think the dealer one was around $450 or so. Everything looks like it's in good shape. The latches, you know, open and close and everything. The guy I bought it from also gave me the brackets, and whoops, the brackets. These little plastic clips on the end are intact, so that's good. And he gave me a nice bag full of screws. I love that. And then as a bonus, he gave me these little double-sided tape pieces that I can use for the ends of these racks here. Once they meet the body and go into the existing weather stripping, I can tape them down. I probably won't do that part today because it's wet. It's so wet out, but the rest of the rack I can install. So yeah, hopefully they work out. I always prefer getting genuine Toyota stuff over some knockoff, just because I'm afraid of fitment and, you know, the overall quality of it. So I'm happy to get these real Toyota ones. All right, let's get to it. So yeah, this front, you know, we're looking towards the front of the vehicle. This front piece of tape has 2 holes in it, which I just punctured out with my screwdriver. And then there's one here in the center. And if you just rub with your finger, you can find the indent. But yeah, so you can see that there's the thread in there. I just wanted to open that up a little bit so that I can feed the bolt through. And then I'll do that to the back piece here. There's, if you can feel it, well, no, you can't feel, I can feel. There's a little hole here and one over here. You know what? You don't even really need an X-Acto knife. I was thinking to use a blade on here, but just the flathead is fine. This is a fairly small flathead, but yeah, that works great. So you can see these are open now. I'm gonna get a gasket for each of these holes. Okay, so my kit did not come with the regular rubber washers. So I had to go to Home Depot and I just bought these guys. They're rubber. They were in the aisle with all the nuts and bolts and stuff. So I'm going to use these to surround each hole. I know they're going to be a little bit big, but I'd rather cut them than have them too small. I actually really like this. I'm taking these rubber washers and I'm cutting them so that they've got the sides cut off so that they fit perfectly in this track here. Look at that. Perfect. Oh yeah. Anyway, so I'm doing that all the way along. Look at that. I'm just eyeballing this size. Yeah, great. Okay, so I've got that on. My next step is going to be to install these brackets. And there is, I don't know if you can see that there, but there's a right hand thing right there. So that's going to be the passenger side. And then also on my racks, on the rack it says right hand. Now if I take this bracket into this little opening is where I'm going to slide that tip of that yellow thing, and the holes on this other side do line up. You can see the holes are there, so they do line up. So I'm going to install the bracket and then I can install the actual bar. Okay, I got my bracket on. It's raining, but I'm gonna put on my the big bar thing. Get this fitted. Look at this guy. I just put this thing on. I put on this top rack. This is December in Toronto, so it has not been warm. And this guy just he came out of the woodwork. Hey, buddy. Look, he's walking like, what happened to me? I've been sleeping. Okay, I'm gonna put the bolts in. I'm gonna gently move our pal here. Open this up and then it'll expose the bolt holes and I'll put in all the bolts. So it's on. I've just put these bolts in here. I took off that center, or that, whatever you call it, that rail. It's just got a T27 or something in it. So I'm just tightening these guys down. Next. And then I'll come back with the actual ratchet and tighten them down tight. Okay, I got that side on. It looks good. It's also raining, so I might wait until it stops before I do the other side. But that was really easy, and best of all, our little buddy is still alive. Yeah, it's raining, so I'm gonna stop here, go get some lunch, but that one side is fully on. Totally easy. Like, it was like a cinch. It took me probably like 20 minutes to do the whole thing. It looks good. Really like it. That's about it, I think. So I'm just going to repeat the same process for the other side, and then I'll be done, and also very wet. Okay, so it stopped raining mostly, and still very wet, but I was able to get the second side on, the driver's side. Overall, really easy install, like 1 out of 10 on the difficulty scale, and probably under an hour to do it. So yeah, I think it looks really good. Let's see. Yeah, I think that looks really good, and it's going to make it way more easy to carry long stuff like trim and stuff. So yeah, definitely worth doing. I'm glad I did it for 150 bucks or whatever I paid on Facebook Marketplace. I think it's a good deal. Looks good. All right, cheers.